What's up, everybody? Trad West Podcast back at ya with another video. 5 days into the Trump administration, January 2025, and DEI is dead, baby. We defeated it. It is getting taken care of. It is getting taken out. And I could not be happier. The problem is a lot of these, being close to the government apparatus and that, if you follow some Facebook pages to do with the military and whatnot, there's already the DEI sections that are just kind of rebranding, calling it a little bit, changing the name up and trying to stay running. So there's probably going to be a lot of stuff that comes to light where people are still trying to practice it. It's not fully gone yet, but so far, it's a step in the right direction. People that are, defending DEI like it's something to help race relations, and all it does is make race relations worse, and is involved in literal segregation. It's like the stuff they are claiming is happening because of their DEI policies. I was, arguing with someone on social media who was claiming that, oh, you conservatives, not conservative, but whatever. You conservatives just want to bring segregation back. That is literally what your DEI programs do, particularly on college campuses, where you have meetings, events that they literally say no white people allowed, minorities, people of color only. It's their safe space that they must have without white people. That is literal segregation going on, okay? I don't think these people actually know what diversity means. It doesn't mean everything other than white people. It means everyone of all types, white people included, in case you didn't realize that. So these DEI things are a joke. My time in the military, we had plenty dumbass trainings that we were required to attend. And hopefully all of that going forward will now be limited or gotten rid of for the people serving. And maybe people will start taking pronouns out of their email signature blocks, because that was becoming pretty popular too. But, I'm just going to give you an example of why DEI is bad with a video here. And it's going to be tied in to the LA fires, where this DEI fire chief is talking in a video. And I'll let you listen to it. But this just goes to show you how ridiculous and just out of touch with reality that these people are.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Okay. So, right there. Okay. First and foremost, back to normalcy here, because that's just outrageous. And I don't know anybody, and I have some pretty liberal friends from the EDM community that I hang out with, and I don't even think they would agree with that type of shit. I don't care what the fuck you look like. If it's an emergency, the building's on fire, or name the emergency, car wreck, natural disaster. I don't care what the hell the personnel look like that are coming to the rescue. And if I do care, it's not going to be, I want them to look like me in particular, race, sex. It's going to be, especially in the case of a fire, let's use this as an example because that's what they're talking about. There's a reason the stereotype for firemen is always like the good-looking, jacked, masculine dudes on the calendar. Okay? That's because, guess what? They rush into houses, they save people. They pull literal people out to safety. from burning buildings. They need to be strong. They save animals. They save kids, grown-ups. There's elderly people that can't walk. I've heard stories of, like, people that are too obese and can't get out of bed. So no, do I care that you look like me? No. You'd be white, black, purple, red, big and strong enough to carry my ass out? Hell yeah. And then the end there, they say, well, if we're in the situation where I gotta carry this guy out, shame on him. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He did something wrong. Excuse me? That goes against every purpose of you taking your oath to be a fireman. And then same with any type of law enforcement, military, police officers. You take an oath to protect and serve. Not, oh, well, you know, they shouldn't have been there. That's bad on them. I guess they get to die now. No. That profession, you are signing up to put your life on the line to save others. Not, well, that's a little too dangerous. They weigh too much. Shame on them. Bye-bye. I'm not going in. I'm not going to help them. Are you kidding me? So when people say DEI is the cause of all this terrible fires in California, it's not that they're saying literally DEI caused the fire, but it's people like that and policies like that who made people like that even capable of being hired onto the fire department. It makes an emergency situation that would have been bad either way, but it just amplifies it and makes it far worse, because then you have incompetent people like that have no business being in that position at all, making decisions where people's lives are actually at risk. And that's insane. And that's why Trump won. And that's why nobody has a problem with this DEI executive order ending DEI. Anybody with common sense who just wants normalcy, totally against that video I just put. That is asinine. And it's failed Democrat policies in California that make these fires far worse than they would be. They'd be bad, and it's been an issue for as long as any of us can remember. There's always fires. It's just the way it is there. It was built in a desert, and they drained a huge lake that used to be in the middle of the state. They drained it. Years ago, drained a huge lake. There used to be a huge lake in the middle of California. They drained it. They don't take care of the brush, timber. I believe I already talked about all that on a video. Don't have to be a broken record. But if they did proper management, made sure reservoirs were full, were hiring competent people, that's the whole part of emergency. Like, there's going to be emergencies that are inevitable. Bad things are going to happen. But you need to have competent people who know what they're doing when emergencies like this arise. Not, we're just going to hire this person because they're racially different, sexual orientation's different. No. Meritocracy. Meritocracy is the best policy for everyone. Best person for the job gets it. Not race baiting, giving someone a job because of their sex, gender, ideology. Meritocracy. It's coming back. And that's America, baby. So, DEI has DIE'd. And it's not just going to be over. So pay attention. If you work in any of these places that got DEI programs, a lot of them are just going to try to rebrand. But we're winning. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. It's been a great 5 days so far. Looking forward to more. Until next time, Trad West Podcast.